You know that feeling, right? We set these huge, life-changing goals, and then, poof, we get overwhelmed and just stop. But what if the secret to real, massive change wasn't about massive action at all? In this explainer, we're going to dive into the brilliant ideas from James Clear's Atomic Habits and see how incredibly tiny changes can lead to absolutely remarkable results. And this right here, this is the core idea. And it's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it? It's telling us that the real path to success isn't about some giant heroic leap. Nope. It's about thousands of tiny, consistent steps you take day after day. The magic isn't in one big moment. It's in how all those little moments stack up. Okay, so let's get into this foundational concept. Honestly, think of it just like compound interest in a bank account, but for your life, for your personal growth. Every single small, regular deposit of effort you make, it compounds on itself, growing and growing until it becomes something massive. This is the engine that drives real transformation. That's it. Seriously, that's the goal. Not 100% better, not even 10%. The whole point isn't to be perfect. It's just to get 1% better today than you were yesterday. It feels so small, so achievable, right? But trust me, the long-term effects are anything but small. I mean, just look at this. The math here is staggering. If you get just 1% better every single day for a year, you end up, get this, 37 times better than when you started. But on the flip side, if you get 1% worse, you basically slide all the way down to zero. It's such a powerful visual of how your tiny daily choices are either working for you or working against you. So we see the incredible power of these small changes, but how does it actually work? Like, what's going on in our brains when a habit is formed? Well, it all boils down to a really simple, predictable pattern. This is it, the habit loop. It's basically a feedback cycle that your brain runs on autopilot for nearly everything you do without thinking. I'm talking brushing your teeth, checking your phone the second you're bored. This is the hidden engine driving almost all of our behavior. So the loop has 4 stages. First up, you've got the cue. That's the trigger that tells your brain to get going. Second is the craving. That's the motivation, the desire. Third, the response, which is the actual habit itself. And finally, number 4, the reward. This is the good part, right? It satisfies the craving and tells your brain, hey, that was good. Let's remember this loop and do it again next time. And here's the really cool part. Once you understand that loop, you can learn how to re-engineer it. You can hijack it. James Clear gives us 4 simple, powerful laws to build good habits and, just as importantly, break bad ones. Think of this as your practical, step-by-step guide for making real change happen. This lays out the toolkit perfectly. So Law 1 is make it obvious. Put your cue right where you can't miss it, like leaving a book on your pillow if you want to read more. Law 2, make it attractive. You pair a habit you need to do with one you want to do. Law 3, make it easy. This one's a game changer. Use the 2-minute rule. Whatever new habit you want to start, shrink it down so it takes less than 2 minutes. And finally, Law 4, make it satisfying. Give yourself an immediate win, like the simple pleasure of checking off a box on a habit tracker. Now, following those 4 laws is amazing for getting started, but there's a deeper level. There's a secret to making these changes actually permanent, and it's all about shifting our focus away from what we do to who we are. And this is a profound mental shift. You see, true lasting behavior change isn't really about the outcome you want to achieve. It's about the type of person you want to become. The goal isn't just to do something, it's to be someone. I mean, just think about the difference. Saying, I want to write a book is a temporary goal. Once it's done, it's done. But saying, I am a writer, well, that's an identity. And when you adopt that identity, your actions just naturally fall into line. A writer writes. Your habits just become a simple expression of who you believe you are, which makes them feel almost effortless. Okay, so let's pull all of this together. We've talked about the incredible power of just 1%, the mechanics of the habit loop, those 4 practical laws, and the crucial importance of identity. So, how do we actually put this into practice? Right now. All right, so let's recap the entire playbook. It all starts with that focus on tiny 1% improvements. From there, you got to understand the engine behind it all, the cue, craving, response, and reward loop. Then you use the 4 laws to engineer your habits. Make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. And finally, the thing that makes it all stick is to anchor every single habit in the identity you want to build for yourself. And ultimately, this is what it all boils down to. Your future, it isn't going to be defined by a few huge moments. It's going to be defined by the sum total of the thousands upon thousands of tiny choices you make every single day. So, I'll leave you with this question, this challenge. Using that 2-minute rule we talked about, what is one small atomic habit you can start right now? Not tomorrow, today. Because that single tiny action is the very first step toward a truly remarkable transformation.